You know what? That's gonna be me one day. I want to be on that stage. I want to go to the Olympia. And that's what really set that fire inside me that says, Kevin, you have to do bodybuilding. You're going to do you're doing bodybuilding. And that's where I'm at now.
We've got classic physique teams.
All right, you guys, I just finished my first show, and honestly, it was an amazing experience. I am so glad that I did it. Since I was a kid, I've always been into that realm of, man, that looks so sick. Look at Arnold. Look at Sergio Oliva. Look at all these people. I wish I would do it one day, but I was always skinny. So I never really had it in mind that I would actually do a bodybuilding show until perhaps last year where I started training and I was like, you know what? I really want to do this. And I did. I did my first show and I'm very proud about that. I'm super relieved, I guess you could say, because it was very stressful, at least working towards it, especially during prep. All of these things were all very mentally challenging, extremely mentally challenging and physically, but I did it. And yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. All right, so we're one day out. I just finished breakfast. We all finished breakfast. I ate some rice with eggs and sweet potato, a little bit of toast and egg, and that was about it. We're packing up our stuff here. We're ready to head to the Airbnb, and then from there, straight on to the check-ins, and I have to get my first quota tan. No, don't worry. Okay, so we're currently 2 hours away from the check-in. We were supposed to get there at 4 to the Airbnb check-in, but I don't know what happened, why so many people are going to Tampa right now. So we're like 5 hours away from Miami, which is a little stressful, but whatever. Currently munching on some recesse puffs. So it's not too bad so far. My back hurts a little bit, but it is what it is.
How you say?
Yeah.
Got the mic? How do we close the door?
Like that. And they can close it from the inside if they want to.
Alright, let's go.
Well, press record.
Go, bro.
All right. So 5 hours later, and we finally arrived at the Airbnb. It took a lot longer. I mean, usually a trip from Miami to Tampa or something usually takes around 4 hours. But the traffic was crazy, right? Yeah. I don't know what happened, but we got there like by the skin of my hair. I went directly to get my polygraph done, certified natty, by the way. Not that that was questionable, anyways. But we're about to go get my tan in, as you can see. Pulled out the chanclinators, and then you guys will see me. I think it's just my first coat, but still, let's see how lean I can look after. All right, so why did I start working out? That's a good question. I'm not exactly 100% sure what it was that clicked for me. I'm not sure everybody knows why they did it. It was something that just, leads one thing leads to another, that leads to another, and so forth. Ever since I was a kid, I saw pictures of my father being built and strong. I would see photos of him and I would get amped. Oh, this is so cool. This is my dad. That's awesome. And then I would also see his pictures where he was really skinny. We were pretty much the same thing. He was really skinny, tall. So it was something motivating for me. I was super skinny. And then I see my father being super buff, super big, and I was like, oh, nice, interesting, you know. It kind of just sets into my mind. I would go to my dad's house and we would have time at the pool where he would challenge us to do push-ups. And I was like, oh yeah, this is sick. You know, I would do like perhaps 10 push-ups. And then there was my dad doing a set of like 50 push-ups. And then he would go on to do 3 more sets and just do 200 push-ups in like 5 minutes. It was super impressive. And I was like, I'd catch up to you. I'll catch up to you. I still have a bet with my dad. I said I was going to catch up to him by 24. So I'll make that happen for sure. But yeah, you know, activity and exercise was always there. So I ended up having a pretty nice physique. It was always super lean, but you can tell I had muscle. I guess you could call it toned. I was very toned. And it wasn't until senior year where I decided to take my first gym class. I think it was called weightlifting, or I don't know, something about gym. And of course, like always, I was the smallest one there. I was like, I'm gonna take this seriously. I wanna see how far I can take this. And my gains exploded exponentially. Crazy. I've never seen my body the way I did in high school. I went from being super skinny to beginner gains, literally beginner gains. I had a crazy amount of beginner gains, and that was just like, whoa. I just fell in love with it. Not only that, but benching, I loved benching. Squats, even more. I myself squatting 285, I believe, was my PR. After only like 2.5 months of training. Are you kidding me? That's insane. How does that even happen? But it did, and I enjoyed it. Move on to college. I finally have a job. What do? Get a gym membership. So, started working out at UFIT, you know, for fun. Obviously, still wasn't into the bodybuilding mechanics of things. I was just more like a bro split. And I didn't have in the back of my mind, I want to compete. I knew it was still a dream, but it wasn't there. All right. So we just got our tan, and it was very interesting. There was 2 stations. Surprisingly, I got the better tanner because everybody that came off from the other station was looking a little whack, like their butt was not tanned, their inner thigh wasn't tanned. But I was smart. I was like, if they're not getting tanned, I'll make sure they tan me. So I moved around. Are we gonna go through here? All right. Let's just show you out here. Yeah. Right there. Cool. All right. So yeah, I pretty much moved for them so they can get the spots. Like I saw pretty much they were all just standing like this, like in the front pose. But I was like, well, what about my underarm? So I went like this, pretty much. Double bicep. I went over. So they got all of this here. Did like this. They sprayed the inside, you know. And then the lady was actually pretty nice. She I told her it was my first time. She's like, oh, and then she ended up telling me like a bunch of stuff about her life or whatever. And I was like, nice. It's quite cold and my dingling is out right now. It was very cold. It was like I'm so sorry. Yeah, you know, she was very thorough. I had to do the glute spread. You guys don't get that view. But yeah. I have another tanning appointment tomorrow at 12, so I have to get ready for that one. Make sure that I get my second coat done. But so far, so good. Looking pretty nice. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if I can get you guys a sneak peek. How's that looking? Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat because I'm starving. By the way, I don't think I've ever seen that many BBs and glutes and for guys. Hold on, let me read. Men BBs. Oye, hey, hey. I like that. Back there.
Te llegó esa carta.
Wait, let me get
A
the
Vania también. ¿Ves?
mic.
Y ella no trajo la cámara por eso.
El micrófono.
El micrófono. No, eso.
¿Y eso qué quiere?
El micrófono.
Eso me interesa.
Para ti.
Para grabar audio. El micrófono, tata.
¿Es ese?
Es el mismo de años, ¿no?
¿Cómo era ahora periodista?
We go on in about, I'm an hour out and I still haven't received my rice cakes. So I'm still really flat. I need carbs. And then I should be getting glazed 10 minutes before the stage. I gotta have the whole family's here if they want to be in the video or not.
Y el peso del tren.
Yeah, this is my coach. We can see the jeans are pretty strong. But yeah, and then we're gonna try to sneak you guys back in to get a little view of what backstage is like. So I got my own gym membership. Started working out at UFIT. And during this time, I really enjoyed working out. Like seriously. I enjoyed feeling like my muscles flex. I enjoyed the pump. You know, everybody loves a good pump. How could you not love a good pump? Especially an arm pump. Unbeatable. And it wasn't until about maybe my first year into lifting where my gains were getting very pronounced. My shoulders were getting really round and I was like, very interesting. And it was just looking more bodybuilder-esque, you know, very aesthetic, almost like an influencer, I guess you could say. Obviously, not there yet, but I will. Point is, Sergio Oliva, he was my main, how do you call it? Influencer, even though he's dead, RIP. But something about his victory pose just flicked a switch and I was like, I want to do that on a stage. And then I seriously took it. I eventually quit my restaurant job and I hired a coach just so I can focus a lot of my time in the gym and my programming. So I got a coach for maybe about 2-3 months-ish. I was literally taking out from my savings just so I could afford coaching. I literally went broke just so I could get up on that stage. That's how much I like it, and that's how much I think it was worth it. I put in the work every day, and every day I just fell in love with it that much more. Soon as I started the cutting, which was very difficult, I saw my body fat going down and my vascularity, obviously the striations, and I was like, this is insane, seeing the competition. Then I found OCB was doing a great natural bodybuilding. And I was like, this is the one. I'm going to do this one. It's here in Florida. You know, this is my chance. This is my opportunity to go big or go home. And I just went straight for it. And, you know, I've always quit on a lot of things that I said that I've liked. But this was different. Came time for my birthday. And the Olympia was happening here in Florida, and I got super excited. So I bought some tickets for me and my girlfriend. Bam, went to the Olympia. Huge dream achieved, I guess. I mean, who doesn't want to go and see the best of the best compete against each other right next to each other? Honestly, it was beautiful. And I kept looking at Sebum. As soon as he walked up into the stage, the crowd went insane. They went wild. They were just clapping. I was even screaming like a maniac. I was like, yeah! Yeah! I'll see if I can find some footage. It was awesome. But I saw him and I was like, you know what? That's going to be me one day. I want to be on that stage. I want to go to the Olympia. And that's what really set that fire inside me that says, Kevin, you have to do bodybuilding. You're going to do you're doing bodybuilding. And that's where I'm at now.
We've got classic physique teams. Time for these guys.
Oh my god. The after show, cheap meal again. We are finally back home. We went to Olive Garden for after the show, and the definition gone. Weird. Full. Definition is completely gone. Let me show you all my medals. I got third place in debut and fourth in teens. I will say the competition was there. There was some crazy looking 16-year-olds. I believe that I was the most shreddiest. I believe I was like the leanest one, I guess. Definitely not now, after eating some big ass plate of
shrimp Alfredo.
So yeah, this is the after show day physique. Damn. Also, when they tanned us, they freaking tanned me. They did not miss out on the tan. God damn. Look at the soles of my feet. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in. Ready? Wow. Just finished showering, technically, I guess. You could say that. Maybe I finished a box of crumble cookies with my girlfriend or not. I don't know. Guilty. Honestly, soon as I finished eating that spaghetti and then started doing some posing here in the room, a completely different physique. I'm telling you, obviously I looked bloated, but at the same time my vascularity went insane. Just goes to show how underprepared I was. I left my Rice Krispies here in the room when I should have taken it with me. I did not bring my rice cakes or my peanut butter, water, nothing. Didn't take my bottle. Such a freaking mistake. But yeah, I guess I'll learn for the next time. You know, obviously this won't be the first. I truly, let me see if I can set you guys down. Yeah, this is a great view. I truly enjoyed this experience. I came into it knowing that I did pretty much everything that I could to do my best. I made sure I didn't skip cardio, at least, especially like near the end game. I did not skip cardio. I was getting my steps in. I would wake up at 8 a.m. I'd walk at my 10K steps. I was eating around 1,600 calories, maybe a chocolate here and there, but I'm human, I guess. I'm not a pro. That's what I'm trying to say. So I definitely have to build some discipline, especially coming up into the next show, which I can't say for sure when it will be, but I can say that I'm gonna go into it looking so much bigger, so much fuller, much leaner, much leaner. I was already the leanest one, at least in the classic physique, but I can do better, and I want to do better. So that's just something that I'm looking forward to in the future, especially. Looking forward to new experiences, learning, hopefully, getting a coach, someone to really guide me through it properly. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, of course. I really want to enjoy the process. Backstage, so much fun. Met so many great guys. Damon, Cole, honestly, great guys. Huge shout out to them. If I can link their Instagram or whatever, I'll do it. If not, I won't. But yeah. Man, heck of a show, heck of a competition. It was so much fun. Home sweet home. Well, it's my girlfriend's home, but that's the same thing, pretty much. So, finally, in a bed where the bed is bedding correctly, and I can rest. I felt like I didn't want to go to the gym today, because I was pretty tired, especially from that drive right now. But, and I still kind of do. I want to get a nasty Charms pump. I got inspired from Max, and then I was listening to music, and I was like, yep, Charms pump sounds pretty nice. But finally home, and just in case this is the last time I see you guys, see you in the next video.